女士们、先生们，晚上好，晚上好。欢迎你们来。The US dollar has been making new highs. Reserve banks are making surprise decisions.
美元已经渐渐创新高，而他们的储蓄银行已经渐渐把钱收回。
The price of oil per litre has dropped so low that it's about the same price as a bottle of foreign water.
1加仑的石油竟然比欧洲原装进口的瓶装水还便宜。
The Chinese market, which many Westerners believed was supposed to be on the verge of collapse, has continued with 65% or more rise in the last 8 months.
中国这边市场已经持续的上涨了，已经超过了65%。
And it has an upside target in the near-term future of 5,400. 5,400 Shanghai.
上证已经达到5400点了。
But market trading behaviour has changed, and we have to change the way that we trade the market.
但是这交易的行为已经渐渐的改变了，我们必须要根据这些改变做出适应。
So tonight I want to look at some strategic analysis for a start, and then show you the way that we have some tactical trading, particularly in FX and index markets.
所以我们今天呢要来探讨一下这些交易行为造成的改变，然后我们必须要在外汇市场或者是股票市场做出这样的应对。
So the main change that has taken place is this increasing volatility in the market.
这些改变的地方呢，其中一点是它的波动性增加。
The underlying trend is consistent. We can see what's happening, but the volatility is very large.
但你看到长期趋势一直往上走向，但是常常都会有一个大回档，然后造成这个长期趋势的短。
为什么？
为什么呢
？1970. If you held stock in New York Stock Exchange in 1970, how long, on average, did you hold that stock for?
大家猜一下，就是在1970年的时候，一般人平均的股票交易持有的平均时间大概是多久呢？
Any suggestion?
猜一下。
1 year, 1年，不是4年，4 years. 2008, how long? 2 months, on your way, 2 months. 2011, average. 22 seconds.
20秒。
Today, who knows?
那今天呢？
But this has increased the volatility in the market.
但这些就是造成了市场很多波动的原因。
It has increased trend instability in the market.
它会让市场变得更不稳定。
So although we can do good strategic analysis, as we have done before, it doesn't always help us to trade the market.
就像是我们有很好的交易，过去有很好的交易，但是它不能让我们永远的在市场上赚钱。
So I want to start with strategic analysis.
所以我现在要来讲的是我们的交易分析。
And my analysis is perhaps a little different from Mr. Lin before.
那我的交易分析跟之前的听到的时候不一样。
So the key factor with the gold chart is the downtrend has been in place since October 2012.
所以
Downtrend has been in place since October 2012.
看一下这是黄金的过去的走势图，到2012年的时候，2012年到现在的时候。
And for most of 2013, there has been good support around 1,180.
再看2012年到现在，它在1180这边有很强烈的支撑。
But we have had temporary support around 1,150, a small support band.
然后看它这边还有一个小支撑在1150这里。
If gold falls below 1,150, then the next downside target is 980.
然后如果突破了1150的话，下一个支撑的点会在980这里。
If it's able to break above the top of the long-term moving averages in the Guppy multiple moving average indicator, then the next upside target is 1390.
然后根据固比的那个移动平均线来看的话，像往上的压力的话在1390。
But strategically, this is still a falling market.
但长期趋势来看，这仍然是走下降的趋势。
I will short every rally.
然后等一下我会先去秀一下各个区间。
And if we fall below 1150, then I will short, and short.
那如果它一跌破150以后，我就会不断的放空再放空。
Now, I am not as knowledgeable as Mr. Lin. I do not have the same understanding of the fundamentals.
但我想大家应该都不太清楚这怎么样组成的吧。
All of my analysis is based purely on what the chart of price activity is telling me.
但我的这样分析都是从这些价格的跳动来告诉我的。
So we know that QE eventually will come to an end.
我们大家都知道 QE 对这些造成很大影响。
But we've been saying that for 2 years.
那你看这期间也只有2年的区间而已。
So maybe this year, maybe next year.
但也许我们可以看一下下一个年度。
What's important is what the chart is telling us.
但最重要的是我们看这个图可以告诉我们什么。
And it's bearish for gold.
但这一看起来是很难再走下去的。
The interesting feature is that silver leads the gold chart by about 6 weeks.
然后你看哦，这银的话价格好像似乎都领先那个黄金6个星期。
So silver has broken below its main support at $19.
你看，它的价格几乎比那个黄金还低。
And silver is in this trading band, so we can take the width of the trading band projected down to give us a downside target for silver of around $11.
No,
Downside target $11. 11.
哦，你看到它往下最上面的支撑点就在1000这里。
So when silver falls below $15, I'm short on gold.
但如果它往上超过的话，1500的话，我相信它有一个很长区间可以走下去。
为什么？因为 silver leads by about 6 days.
因为那个因为银的话走势永远会比黄金还领先6天的。
This is strategic outlook. Oil has made its bottom. It has found the bottom at around $44.
原油的话一直不断的下跌的走势，曾经最低到达44块钱。
But even in the rise in oil traded in well-defined trading bands.
但你看它这个走势的话，持续往下，但是还是有个反弹。
So that tells us the next move is between $58 and $68.
然后它反弹到58块到60块这里。
It doesn't mean we're going to have a sustained uptrend.
但它还是没办法持续的往上的走个很平稳的趋势。
But it does mean that we can expect to see oil trading within that band in a consolidation period.
所以我们看它一直在这个区间一直走下去。
So when oil comes back to 58, it's an opportunity to go long.
但如果它一直往上，它如果突破了58这里，它可能还继续向下走。
Of course, we can talk about the major impact on oil supply with the shale gas and shale oil supply coming out of the United States. They are some of the fundamental factors.
那我们也可以讲说，它的下降走势是因为美国他们要在开发原页油所造成的。
But when oil dropped below 98, we were able to set targets at 88, then 78, then 68, then 58.
你看它它在从上面的地方高点的地方往下突破到98，然后接下来往88、78、68到58这里一直向下突破。
That's right. Each band is about 10.
对，几乎往下10块钱一直持续往下走。
Remember, this is strategic outlook. It helps us to understand the environment that we're trading in, but it doesn't always tell us how to trade.
那价格只是让我们看到说这个这个趋势是要怎么走，但是它没有办法告诉我们说我们要该如何去做交易。
So my purpose here is to also show you the techniques, the methods that I use to analyze the chart.
所以我在这里是想要教大家一下，要怎么样从这价格来看，然后看出说做交易的技巧。
US dollar index, DXY.
美元
99 was a strong resistance level. We can expect to see a pullback to maybe as low as 89.
现在已经创下了新高，在99块，然后我们预期的话，它可能会有拉回到89块这里。
But whether it is 89 or 94 or 99, the key fact to remember is the strength of the US dollar and the impact that that is having on other currencies.
我们可以看一下说，是什么？到底是什么影响到美元这样的走势呢？
And in the back of our minds, we must remember that there is a high probability that the renminbi will become more freely floated before the end of this year.
那我们可以看一下，今年也许人民币的话会超越美国变得更强势。
Deputy Governor of POBC has suggested that this will happen before the beginning of next year. People's Bank of China.
哦，我们看
中国银行。
中国银行也许会刺激他们人民币走强走势。
Who believes the Dow is too high?
道琼话也不断创新高。
Who thinks the Dow can go higher?
大家要想一下，有谁觉得说道琼还会持续再创新高呢？
Remember, if you make a mistake tonight, it's okay. You will not lose money.
如果你们是美国的话，你们其实并不会损失到任何的钱。
Who thinks the Dow is ready to fall? Won't go much lower.
那谁觉得道琼会往下继续走呢？
There are a few bulls, but not so many bears. This is good.
所以有一些人是这么觉得，但是这表示是好事。
Look at the character of the chart.
我们看一下这些图表。
It has been in steady trading bands or trading channels that are moving upwards.
你看一下那个通道，它其实是持续往上继续走的。
So what we've been doing is moving in the upper edges of that upper trading channel.
你看这些趋势是持续往上攀升的，然后看。
In technical analysis, we say that if the market comes back 10%, then it is a technical correction and not a change in the trend.
所以有些技术分析者会说，你看它拉回了10%以后，它可能会有，这只是一个回档的走势。
When the market fell in October last year, the fall was less than 10%.
那你看，它去年这段时间，它其实往下走，它确实是低于那个10% 的。
That was a buy opportunity. I hit the wrong button. My apologies.
这种低于10%。
This was a buy opportunity here.
回档买入的那个最佳时机。
And when we come back to this trend line C, a buy, 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 buy.
你看当它打到了这些这上升趋势线的时候，其实我们大家可以在这里一直不断的买进。
So the key factor with Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow is end of uptrend chart patterns.
所以你看它不管是怎样跌回的话，我们大家可以像道琼或 S&P， 其实我们都可以照这种做法继续的买进。
And the ones that we're looking for are a rounding top or a head and shoulder pattern.
所以你看它那个走势有点像是麦当劳那样子往上走。
Until we see those patterns, we are long on that index.
然后接下来的话，我们等一下会来讲一下它那个股市影响到指数的地方。
Shanghai.
然后看一下上证指数。
Why Shanghai? I buy Shanghai in July last year.
我在去年买了那个买了上证指数。
And because Shanghai has a breakout from a long-term fan trend pattern.
因为它的走势很漂亮，是漂亮的上升趋势线。
And if you follow my notes on CNBC, you would see in July we said to people, this is a new trend breakout.
如果你有看我 CNBC 的那个专栏的话，你会看到我在去年7月的话，建议大家强力做多上证。
Can it continue?
但我能继续吗？
那我希望。Important change. For this period here, the trend is solid and steady.
你看这里的那个看我们的通道这样往上走，其实它是很稳固的。
But when this pullback developed, we have a new trend pattern, a step and stairway pattern.
尽管说这里的话拉回比较多，但是它仍然是一个很稳定的向上走。
Shanghai Index trades in trading bands of around 400 index points.
你看它几乎每400点的话为一个区间。
So once we break above 5,000, our next target is 5,400.
现在是大概在5000点，所以我预计下一个高点会在5400。
The normal behavior, you have a very fast rise, it hits the target level, and then a fast retreat.
你看自从过了4500以后，它是很急速的往上涨，但是这里又有一个大拉回。
That's a buy opportunity.
好，这个大拉回就是个买进的机会。
It comes back to the bottom of the step before it takes the next step up.
它必须要在蹲低才能跳高。
So when we go back to 5,400, we expect a retreat back to 5,000, another buy opportunity, and then a retest of 5,400.
所以我预计到5400的时候，可能会再拉回到5000点，这里我们就是一个很好的买点，然后再等它再往上再突破。
And of course, from 5,400, the next target is 6,000.
如果
6,000 in the future. It's 5,400 now.
所以预计过了5400以后，下一个点位会在6000点这里。
Someone said to me, but isn't this expensive? Before it was nearly 6,000 and then it collapsed.
但就会有人想说，其实如果我们目标价在6000的话，我们现在买的话是很便宜的。
That was 6 or 7 years ago. 6 years before.
这是在5-6年，这相对于5-6年前来看的话，这确实是非常便宜的价格。
Markets continue to rise because of inflation and many factors that keep on pushing the market up.
这为什么指数会一直上升？除了像通膨这些，还有很多原因会让他们一直往上。
What's important is the nature of the trend. The Dow is in these trading channels.
你看这种道琼的这上升走势其实蛮自然的。
Shanghai, we're now in a step and stairway pattern. It's the strength of the trend that's important, not how high.
我们来看的话，是说它的上升的走势的话，是不是符合上升的走势，而不是说它现在已经是不是到高点了。
TAIEX.
我看台股。
不是上海。但是 first we have good support around 9,050.
我们在台股的话，在9050这边有个支撑。
But the problem is these volatility dips that hit into the trend. We have them here, 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 and here.
那问题是，你看它这大拉回的时候，那个波动都很大。
And that's one of the key factors or the features of the current market, which means we have to change the way we trade.
你看，所以这些大拉回表示说，这是交易的那个行为开始有改变。
This underlying trend is still fairly strong. We can see because of the separation in the long-term moving averages.
你看，这是长期的趋势，最底线这里还是一个很强力的支撑，所以表示说，长期上升趋势线来说，这还是没有遭受到破坏的。
But when you get these dips here and here and here and here, you have to do something.
所以你看，我刚刚比的那4个点，大拉回的点，你必须要做一件事情。
You are not Warren Buffett.
所以你不是一个华伦巴菲特。
He can lose that money. We cannot.
他在这大拉回的时候，他可以忍受这些损失。